Attention passionate New York Giants fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on New York Giants' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true New York Giants fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and New York Giants fans. Let's get to the news. So, if you've been keeping an eye on the NFL rumors swirling around the Giants lately, you've probably heard something about Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, the dominant nose tackle who's been a staple on our defensive line for a couple of seasons now. Well, it looks like the Giants are considering trading him to the Kansas City Chiefs. I know, this one hits hard for a lot of Giants fans. Dexter Lawrence, a two-time Pro Bowler, a guy who's been instrumental in stopping the run and rushing the quarterback, potentially heading to the AFC West. It sounds crazy, but it's actually part of a bigger picture that might just reshape how the Giants approach their roster and rebuild strategy moving forward. Let's dig into what this rumor is all about. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Giants are in talks to send Lawrence to Kansas City in exchange for a third-round pick in 2026. This isn't your typical salary dump or cap casualty move. It's a calculated decision to free up roughly $15 million in cap space. And that's a game changer. The Giants, sitting at a 2-8 record and struggling defensively, allowing over 290 points so far this season, are clearly in rebuild mode. After a tough stretch, it's about regrouping, especially on the offensive line and at quarterback, where they really need to invest in talent and youth. Lawrence, being a top-tier defensive tackle, is not just a run stopper. His impact on the game is palpable. He's made 35 solo tackles, 20 assists, and has registered 5 sacks this year, along with 2 forced fumbles. His PFF grade of 88. 2 puts him in the top 3 among defensive tackles, and he's known for his elite run-stopping rate of 15% and 12% pressure rate. Not to mention, he's been remarkably durable, missing only 10 games in his career and bringing minimal injury concerns. His career stats are impressive: over 250 solo tackles, 140 assists, and 35 sacks, comparable in impact to some of the best in the game, like Aaron Donald, especially considering his ability to disrupt both the run and pass. Now, why would the Giants even consider trading such a valuable player? Well, it's all about the bigger picture. The organization is focused on rebuilding their roster, especially on the offensive side. They've been trending towards a youth movement, and freeing up that cap space could allow them to sign a new offensive lineman or even explore options at quarterback, possibly even in the draft. The idea is to build a more sustainable, long-term winning team, rather than trying to patch things up for a few more wins this season. Kansas City, on the other hand, sees a fit. The Chiefs' defensive line could definitely benefit from Lawrence's skill set. With their Super Bowl aspirations, adding a player of Lawrence's caliber would bolster their front and give them even more disruption up front. It's a win-win on paper for Kansas City, who are always looking to add talent that can elevate their defense. Of course, not everyone in Giants land is sold on this idea. The team's management is cautious, especially given their current record and the importance of building around their young core. They're also looking at the future, and trading a player of Lawrence's caliber might seem risky now, but the cap savings and draft capital could help them accelerate their rebuild. Plus, it opens up opportunities for younger players on the defensive line, allowing them to develop and gain experience without the pressure of a veteran like Lawrence anchoring the line. From a strategic standpoint, this move could be seen as a way to reset and focus on the long term. The Giants have struggled on third downs this season, converting only 42%, which highlights their need for a more dynamic and flexible defense. Cutting costs now and reallocating resources makes sense when you're aiming for a fresh start. The cap relief can be used to sign additional players on the offensive line, which is critical for protecting Daniel Jones and giving him the tools to succeed. Or maybe they're eyeing a quarterback in the upcoming draft, and the extra money helps them be more aggressive in free agency. On the other side, the Chiefs are clearly optimistic. They're always looking for ways to push their Super Bowl ambitions forward, and adding a player like Lawrence could be the final piece that helps solidify their defensive front. Considering their recent Super Bowl run and the talent they have on offense, they want to make sure their defense is just as formidable. Lawrence's ability to generate pressure and stop the run would fit right into their scheme, especially with a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes leading the charge. The Chiefs are known for their aggressive defense, and Lawrence's impact would only amplify that. Now, looking at the bigger implications, this potential trade also signals a shift in how the Giants are approaching their roster. They're not afraid to make tough decisions if it means positioning themselves better for the future. The trade could be a sign that they're prioritizing cap flexibility and draft assets over short-term wins, which is a smart move given their current situation. The team's defense, which has been leaky at times, could see some fresh faces emerge, and the younger players could benefit from the experience of playing alongside or learning from newer additions. But let's not forget, this is still a rumor. Nothing is final yet, and there are many factors at play. The Giants might decide to hold on to Lawrence if they believe he's a crucial part of their long-term plans. Or maybe they negotiate a different deal that involves additional draft picks or players. Either way, it's a fascinating development that underscores how NFL teams are always balancing the present with the future, especially when trying to rebuild a roster that's fallen short of expectations this season. For the Giants, the focus remains on trying to turn things around, and this trade talk is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. They have a young quarterback in Daniel Jones, who's shown flashes of brilliance but needs more protection and weapons. They have promising young players on the defensive line, but they need to accelerate their development. The front office's decisions over the next few weeks will be critical in shaping the team's future, and trading Lawrence could be a bold move that signals a clear direction. In the end, whether it happens or not, this situation highlights the high-stakes nature of NFL roster management. Every move is calculated, with eyes on the long game. The Giants seem willing to make tough choices now if it means setting themselves up for sustained success down the line. And as fans, we should stay tuned because this story isn't over yet. There's a lot of football left to be played, and the Giants' front office is clearly thinking ahead. Whether Lawrence stays or goes, one thing is for sure, the team is in a period of transition, and the decisions made now will influence their trajectory for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest New York Giants news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, Giants fans? Are you ready to see one of our biggest defensive stars traded away, or do you believe there's still a chance to keep Lawrence and build around him? It's a tough pill to swallow for many, but the NFL is all about tough decisions, and sometimes it's about making the move that's best for the franchise's future. If this trade does go through, it could be a sign that the Giants are shifting gears, focusing on cap space, draft picks, and developing their younger players. It might hurt now, but the long-term payoff could be huge. And who knows? Maybe this is the start of a new chapter, one where the Giants become even more competitive in the NFC East and beyond. And now, New York Giants fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Giants. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest New York Giants news. We're in this together, and every bit of info helps us all stay connected to our team, no matter what happens on the field. Keep the faith, stay loud, and let's keep supporting our Giants through every twist and turn of this season and beyond.